KKEnglish channel.
Hello boys and girls, welcome back to KKEnglish channel, and today we are going to learn Year 3 Lesson 57. We are learning to listen and guess 3 events. Tell your friends 2 or more sentences and role play properly with script. 那我们今天要看3年级的第57课。首先第一个我们要做的目标是要学习听，然后猜出3个以上的活动。那第二呢，你要告诉你的朋友2个以上的正确句子，以及最后呢，我们要完成的是演出一个有稿的短句。好来，话不多说 ，Let's start. Checkpoint. Do you remember yesterday? 你还记得 yesterday 是什么吗？ Yesterday 就是昨天。好了 ，You can see on the screen. Was.were 这2个字是什么意思啊 ？What are these words？ 代表说是或者是正在。好来，这2个呢是用在 yesterday 的时候出现的 was、were。So in what condition do we use was and were？ 在怎样的情况下我们使用 was 和 were 呢？我们来看看一下。哦 ，is 啊 ，so the original root word was is、were。所以原本字是 is， 我们在 yesterday 出现的时候呢，用 was。原本字是 are， 我们在 yesterday 出现的时候用 were。那谁用 was， 谁用 were 呢？ He, she, it, we use was。因为一个人我们都有加 Superman。You, we, they, we use are and were。因为你、我们跟他们，我们后面都是一的。So, is, isn't, was, wasn't, are, aren't, were, weren't. Again, isn't, wasn't, aren't, weren't. How about I? 我呢？ I am, I am not. 我是，我不是，或者我正在，我并没有正在。How about yesterday? I was. I wasn't. I was. I wasn't. Okay, this is just a checkpoint. Now let's start with the lesson today. Look at this picture. Do you know where is this? 你知道这是哪里吗？让我们来一起读 1, 2, 3. Circus. Circus. 马戏团。And how about this place? Amusement park. 好来 read together 1, 2, 3. Amusement park. Amusement park. Okay, very good. And you should remember all these 3 places. 博物院 Museum. Let's read together 1, 2, 3. Museum. And this is the theater. Let's read together 1, 2, 3. Theater. 这是剧院或剧场。How about this? Is the Let's read together 1, 2, 3. Shopping mall. Again 1, 2, 3. Shopping mall. Very good. So circus, amusement park, museum, theater, shopping mall. Alright, now you're ready. Let's start the game. Look at these 5 pictures. Do you still remember what are they? 你还记得这5个图片到底是什么地方吗？来，我跟你玩一个小游戏，你帮我拼拼看看连线，到底这5个字是在形容哪一个图片呢？ 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's check the answer. Okay, now let's read together one by one. This is theater. Follow me. Theater. Next we have a shopping mall. Everybody say 1, 2, 3. Shopping mall. Okay, this is a circus. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Circus. Okay, and this is museum. You read for me. 1, 2, 3. Very good, museum. And this is, what is this? Can you tell me? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. It's amusement park. Alright, so let's look at some feelings. How is it? 感觉怎样？ Let's ask this question together. 我们一起来问这个问题。1, 2, 3. How is it? How is it? Let's look at a few feelings. Boring. Everyone say boring. So boring. 好，什么意思呢？代表说非常的无聊。Next we have noisy. Let's read together. Noisy. Noisy. 很吵。Quiet. 1, 2, 3. Quiet. 安静的。Funny. 很好玩，很好笑。Funny. Interesting. Everyone say interesting. 非常有趣，非常吸引人。Scary. Everyone say scary. Scary. 非常可怕的。So when people ask you how is it? 当有人问你呢，感觉怎么样？你可以这样子回答 ：It's boring. It's noisy. It's quiet. It's funny. It's interesting. It's scary. How about yesterday? 如果这件事情呢发生在昨天或者已经过去了 ，When this thing happened in the past, we ask, How was it? Everybody, let's read together this question. 我们一起来读这个问题。1, 2, 3. How was it? How was it? Okay, so in the past, 在过去呢 we can answer like this. It was boring. It was noisy. It was quiet. It was funny. It was interesting. It was scary. So how was it? We answer, it was. How is it? We answer, it's. Okay, boys and girls, let's look at some listening practice. 我们来做一下听力测验。Now you have to listen and draw lines to match the people to the correct place. Let's revise. 我们现在需要画线呢，然后把这些人物连接到他们去的正确的地点。This is a theater. This is a home. This is a restaurant. This is cinema. And this is a shopping center. Let's go.
Listen and match. 1.
Hey Steve, hi Todd. Where were you yesterday afternoon?
We were at the theatre.
At the cinema?
No, we were at the theatre, next to the bookshop.
2.
Hey Eve, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Guess where I was yesterday evening?
Were you at home?
No, I wasn't. I was at a new restaurant. The food was great.
3.
Where were you yesterday morning, Harry?
I was at school, of course.
But yesterday was Saturday.
Oh, yes. I wasn't at school. I was at the shopping centre.
4.
Hey Penny, guess where I was yesterday?
I don't know. Were you at the shopping centre?
No, I wasn't at the shopping centre. I was at home with my friends. It was my sister's birthday. The party was fun.
That's all for the listening practice. Can we check the answer together? Number 1. They were at the theater. Number 2. She was at the fast food restaurant. Number 3. He was at the shopping mall. And number 4. She was at home. Did you get it all correct? 你有全部答对吗？ Let's continue. Now, listen and guess 3 events. 我们要听，然后猜出3个以上的活动。So let's look at these 2 girls. They are talking. Let's hear what they are saying. Where was Dora yesterday afternoon? 昨天 Dora 下午在哪里呢？ In the afternoon, she was at the shopping center. 昨天的下午呢，她在购物中心。How was it? 感觉怎样呢？ It was noisy. 那非常的吵闹。Now, let's look at an example. 我们来看看一个例子。So you can see 4 group of people, 4组人。They are morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. There's a house we call home, circus, amusement park, museum, shopping mall, and theater. Boring, interesting, noisy, quiet, funny, scary. Now all these places and all these feelings, you can find the meaning on top and at the bottom. If you are ready, we are going to do an example. 比如说，如果答案第一题是这样子的话，我们来听一下它的录音是怎样的哦。If the answer for our example is like this, Dora in the afternoon, shopping mall, noisy. So how will be the listening text like? Listen carefully. Where was Dora yesterday afternoon? In the afternoon, she was at the shopping mall. How was it? It was noisy. So if you still don't understand, let's look at the pictures and guess. Where was Dora yesterday afternoon? You see the sun is up there, so it's afternoon. In the afternoon, Dora was at the shopping mall. How was it? It was noisy. Can you guess the answer? Yes, the answer is already here. 那答案已经为你准备好了。This is an example. So later you will listen 2 times. 你会听2次的录音 and then you have to use your fingers to touch the correct pictures. These pictures are in your textbook. 这些图片在你的课本里。那你可以试试看，用你的手指来触碰正确的图片 and your friends will check your answers. Ready? Number 1. Where were Kevin and Sandra yesterday morning? In the morning, they were at the museum. How was it? It was interesting. Number 1. Where were Kevin and Sandra yesterday morning? In the morning, Kevin and Sandra were at the museum. How was it? It was interesting. Did you get it correct? Let's check your answer. Ready? Number 2. Where was Tim yesterday evening? In the evening, Tim was at the circus. How was it? It was funny. Again. Number 2. Where was Tim yesterday evening? In the evening, Tim was at the circus. How was it? It was funny. Can we check the answers now? And the pictures? Correct or wrong? Let's go to number 3. Number 3. Where were Brad and Cindy yesterday morning? In the morning, Brad and Cindy were at home. How was it? It was boring. Again, number 3. Where were Brad and Cindy yesterday morning? In the morning, they were at home. How was it? It was boring. Are you ready to check the answers? And the lines? Did you get correct? Let's look at number 4. Number 4. Where were Kevin and Sandra yesterday afternoon? In the afternoon, they were at the theater. How was it? It was scary. Again, number 4. Where were Kevin and Sandra yesterday afternoon? In the afternoon, they were at the theater. How was it? It was scary. Are you ready to check the answers again? Number 4. And the lines? So let's move on to our last question. 我们来看一下最后一题。Number 5. Where was Dora yesterday evening? In the evening, she was at home. How was it? It was quiet. Again, number 5. Where was Dora yesterday evening? In the evening, She was at home. How was it? It was quiet. Can we check the answers already? 3, 2, 1. And the lines 3, 2, 1. Alright, did you get it all correct? 你有没有全部都指对呢？ If you get 3 or more correct, congratulations! 恭喜你咯 If you get 3 or more correct, you are very good at it. Now let's look at the next activity. We are going to tell your friends 2 or more sentences. 你要告诉你的朋友2个以上正确的句子，来形容一下到底这些人在什么时候去了什么地方，然后感觉怎么样。Let's see how we are going to tell our friends. Example. Okay. There are 4 pictures here. So how do we tell? What is this? You see the sun is rising. 太阳正在升起。This is morning. Okay. There are 2 persons here. Kevin and Sandra. And this is the museum. 博物馆. And what feeling is this? This is interesting. Okay. So how we are going to make the sentence? Let's read together. In the morning, Kevin and Sandra were at the museum. It was interesting. Huh? I don't know how to write leh. Never mind, let's look together. The first picture we write in the morning. Then we put a comma. And then we say who? Kevin and Sandra were at the museum. This is a museum. We write at the museum. It was interesting. It was interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yellow is the time. Blue is the person. Were and was. At the museum is where to go. It was interesting is the feeling. How was it? So you need to tell your friends. If you are good, you can write down the sentences in your writing book. If you are not ready, then let's look at these questions and learn together. 如果你还没有准备好告诉朋友的话，我们来看看一下这些题目，然后你自己试试看，做一些练习哦。If you are ready, you can pause this video and try it yourself. 那你可以现在暂停这个影片来试试看自己造句，然后告诉你的朋友。你也可以在你的练习本上写下这些句子。Let's check the answers for number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now can we read together? In the evening, Tim was at the circus. It was funny. Number 2. In the morning, Brad and Cindy were at home. It was boring. Number 3. In the morning, Kevin and Sandra were at the theater. It was scary. Number 4. In the evening, Dora was at the shopping mall. It was noisy. How many did you get correct? How many sentences can you tell your friends? If you get more than 2 correct sentences, great! Now let's move on. Role play. Our number 3 goal today is to do a role play. You need to write your own script. 你必须要自己写一个对话稿。How do we do it? Example. Student A will ask, "Where were you yesterday afternoon?" Then B will say, "Yesterday afternoon, I was at the library." Then A will ask, "How was it?" B will say, "It was so quiet. How about you?" Then A will say, "I was at home." Then B will ask again, "How was it?" A will answer, "It was so boring." Okay, now you can write your own script using the words we've learned: afternoon, morning, evening, museum, library, amusement park, theater, shopping mall, and at home. And you can use your own places too. 你可以用你自己的话来写，自己的其他地方来写出一个稿。And then you have to present your role play in front of the class. 在班上，你要向你的同学们展现你准备的对话稿。So that's all for today. How was it? I hope you enjoy it and see you next lesson. Goodbye.